Welcome to Blonde Cards and Crafts. Let's make something together. Hello crafters, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Today we're going to make a card, and this is a shaker card, but it is a flat shaker card, and I haven't made one of these on my channel before, so this is a first time for me and I'm excited about it. We're going to use the February Love from Lizi 2023 card kit, and it's called Watercolour Wonder, and it's a beautiful kit. This card is going to be card number 8. So if you have a look down in the description, you'll be able to find cards 1 to 7, the links to those cards down below. You'll find a link as well to Lizi's website, to the subscription. If you're interested in getting the subscription, the link is down there to that as well. There'll be links as well to other products, etc. that I'm using during the video, and to my Etsy shop where you can purchase a glue pin like the ones I'll be using in my video. So let's go ahead now and have a look at what we need. I'm going to make a 5x7 shaker card. I have a piece of cardstock here and it measures 10 by 7 and I've scored it at 5, and that'll give us a nice 5x7 card base. Now you can buy ready-made card bases with matching envelopes, so if you have those, you're flying it. If not, you can make your own. Okay, the next thing we're going to need is some pattern paper, and I'm using some of the Velum that we got in the kit. Now I have backed it with some white cardstock, and that's just really to give a little bit of strength to this piece. It's going to sit on our card base like so, because it measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So we'll have this white frame from our card base going all around it. You can see here there's some texture going on. I have used an embossing folder from my stash. It's this little dots one here, and that's given us some texture on our piece, as well as this lovely watercolor look that we have going on. I just think it's going to make a great shaker. Now, I used all my sequins that I got in my sample bag in this month's kit in my last shaker card, but I do have some lovely shaker bits from a previous kit. Now you can get sequins from Lizi's website, so I really recommend have a look there. But this bag has all the colors going on that is here in my vellum, my colored vellum, and that's why I chose this one. And I think there's going to be enough in this for our flat shaker. I've also got a piece of packaging here, and this piece is about 6 by, let's see, 8.5. But I mean, basically what you want to be able to do is put your panel in and wrap around it using the cellophane that you're using. It needs to wrap around all 4 sides, so that's why I have this piece. Okay. Now also I have used the die. We got 2 dies in the kit, and I'm using the It's Your Birthday die. I have die cut out my cloud in this lovely purple cardstock that I had in my stash. I've then cut out a piece of a darker purple to go behind that so that you can see the letters. You could paper piece the letters in here, but I just felt it was easier to put a piece on the back. I've also gone in with my Spectrum Noir sparkle pen, and I've added a little bit of sparkle onto that. And then I've taken my accent glaze or glossy accents, whatever you have in your stash, and I've put a couple of little drops on that to give a little bit of texture. This will go on the outside of the packaging. I've also die cut out 2 little clouds. These are, this is a cloud die that I have in my stash. It is a previous Love from Lizi die, and I had it here. If you could see the mess on my desk out of shot. There we go, I found it. This die came in the January 2019 kit, and it has 4 dies in it. I used this cloud die a lot. This kit is still available to buy in the Love from Lizi website, and it really is a beautiful, it's a great friends kit. So yeah, that's the cloud I'm using, and again I've put some Spectrum Noir sparkle on my clouds. I don't know if my camera is picking it up, it's hard to see. And again, I put little dots using my accent glaze on there. So we have lots of little dots and lots of shine from our going on in our card. So that's all the pieces and parts we'll need. The only other thing that I'd like to share with you is I have already stamped the inside of my card. I've used a stamp from my stash to stamp "May your birthday be filled with sunshine, smiles, laughter and love," and that was a card making magic stamp that I used. I did take the Cheers die. This is the second die that we got in our kit this month, and I die cut that out in the same purple color as what I used for the background there for my cloud. And then I took some of the hearts that came, they're stamps that came on our stamp set, and I just embellished it there. So that's everything we need. The only thing I want to do now is assemble our card. So I'm going to move everything out of the way and we can go ahead and start doing that next. So I'm going to focus on our panel that I have here. What I want to do is add some double-sided tape around the outside of this panel, and I'm going to do that first. So I'm going to get my double-sided tape and I'm going to speed through doing that. So I have my double-sided tape now on my panel. I want to remove the release tape from 3 sides of this. So from the sides and the bottom, I'm going to take off the release tape or the release paper. Now I can bring in my piece of packaging and I'm going to sit that down on my desk. There's lots of shine there from the lights, but I want to center this now on this piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold up the bottom first and stick that down, and then I'm going to fold over the sides. So I'll just move that around there. I'm going to fold over this side and then fold over this side. So I have 3 sides now folded over, and we have these little corner pieces here on the bottom. I'm going to cut them off. Just trim those away. It just makes it easier when we go to stick everything down. Now that I have those done, I'm going to be able to put some more double-sided tape or adhesive onto my panel, because we'll want to stick this down onto our card base. So I'm going to add some more double-sided tape onto the back of my panel. Now I have some tape now on the back of my panel, but it's left open at the top. What I want to do now is add my sequins in here. So I'm going to do that next. So there we are, we have all our sequins in there. Now what I want to do is fold this over, and I want to seal my shaker. So I'll take off my double-sided tape release. I'm going to fold those down, and now I'm going to bring this over. I'm wrapping it over. And again, we have these little corners. I'm going to cut those off. And then once we have the corners cut off, we can add some more double-sided tape onto this. So now I want to go across the top. And that will seal our panel really well. I think that's enough. I'll add another little bit there, and that's it. Now I'm probably going overkill on the double-sided tape, but I have loads of it in my stash, so I'm just not being mean with it. So there we are, we have our shaker panel, and it's not as loose as what you would have a normal shaker panel, but that's the joy of a flat panel. So I love that. I think that's very cool. I'm very happy with that. Now what we want to do is put that onto our card base. So I'm going to make sure I have it the right way up and the right way round. I do. And that will sit on there like so. So what I want to do next now is take off all the release paper and add that down. And what I'll do is I will take off the release paper. I'll add some liquid glue over where my double-sided tape is, and that will then give me a little bit of wiggle room for when I'm adding this panel down. It won't, you know, allow me to put it down and pick it back up, but it will give me a little bit of wiggle room regarding setting it down carefully. So I'll just take all the release paper off our tape. You can use quick grab glue. I'm just going to use the Collal because it's close at hand. Now we can add our panel down. So we want to have a nice border all the way around, and take your time when you're doing this. I like to stand over my panel, so that's what I'm going to do now. And I think that's about even there. So I'll add a bit of pressure, push down on that, and then I'm going to go at it from the back. Oh, I hope you're not shaking too much there. Lovely. And there we go. There is our flat shaker panel. I love that. And now we want to add down our little die cuts. So what way do we want to have it? The two like that. I kind of like that. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. So now to add these, you can use liquid adhesive or whatever. I am going to add some double-sided tape to mine because with it being, you know, a packaging, I want to make sure that these are going to stick. So I'm going to use some double-sided tape to stick those down. So again, we'll take the release paper off this. And this is a very quick shaker card, I think. If you don't like doing the shaker cards where you have, you know, the foam tape, etc., this can be a much easier way of doing it. and a much quicker way of doing it too, I think. So now we'll get our two little clouds down with our bit of sparkle in them. And then we can add this piece, and we could go for a little bit of dimension on this and put a little bit of foam tape on there. Now we could also die cut out a frame or cut out a frame and put it on top, but I'm keeping this very simple. I'm going to add some foam tape behind my cloud, my birthday cloud, and give that one a little dimension just to differentiate it from the other two clouds. So we'll add that on there. And then we'll peel off the release paper. And then we'll add that one down. And I think I'll just center it a little bit better. Those sticky tabs are very sticky. Yeah, I think that's perfect. I love that. So we have all our shaker bits in there. And it shakes lovely. So there we go. There is our 5x7 flat shaker card. And isn't that wonderful? I mean, if you didn't put the foam tapes under the "It's Your Birthday," there wouldn't be really any dimension in this card. You know, I like that our "It's Your Birthday" pops. We've used our pattern paper or our vellum from the kit. We've used two of our dies from the kit, and we've used some products from our stash, as well as some sequins that you can pick up from From Lizi's website, as well as our little cloud die from our other die that we got in a previous kit. So that's it. Our shaker really does shake nicely. The sequins does move nice. Not as good, I think, as a shaker that has foam dimension around the sides, but it still really does give a good, you can hear it there and you can see it. It does move so well. I really do love this card. So if you've enjoyed this make, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and ding the bell so you'll be notified when we post another video. And we have card number 9 coming soon, so don't forget to watch out for that one. You can share your makes, and if you make this flat shaker card, please do share it on my group called Your Cards and Crafts, and you can share them on Lizi's Facebook group, the Love from Lizi Facebook group. So that's it. Don't forget to expand on the description down below, where you'll find links to Lizi's website, to the subscription, to products used, and to my Etsy shop, where you can purchase your own little glue pin or make one yourself. So that's it from now. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and bye for now. Bye bye.